4. Presentations. Some useful phrases. Listen to the recording and repeat. I'm glad to see so many of you here today. I'd like to talk about how we organize things in this department. First, I'll describe our organization. Finally, I'd like to discuss some future plans. That's all I wanted to say about training. Moving on to my next point. Excuse me, can you tell us when the report will be ready? Sorry, I didn't catch the question. Could you bear with me? Turnover rose by 12% last year. We are predicting a slowdown next year. As you can see from the graph, sales have increased dramatically. Sales reached a peak in December. They have declined since then. These are difficult times for the company. I'd like to finish by thanking you all. I'd welcome your feedback. Dialogues 1. Setting the scene.
Hello everyone. It's good to see you all here so early in the morning. My name's Hiro Rosado, and I'd like to talk about how we organize language training here. First, I'll describe how English has become the company language. Then I'll outline our study programs. Finally, I'd like to say something about some of our plans for the future.
Moving on.
So that's all I wanted to say about the budget for next year. I'd now like to move on to the question Rosa raised earlier. That leads me to my next point. We need to look carefully at how we plan for next year. So, next year's budget. I'd now like to talk about the action we are taking to reach our targets.
Dealing with questions.
How much is the project going to cost?
I'm afraid I can't say at the moment.
Can you tell us when the report will be ready?
I'm hoping to have it ready by the end of the week.
Are you planning to recruit more staff?
Sorry? I didn't catch the question. Could you repeat it, please?
Sorry. I'd like to know if you are planning to recruit more staff.
Did everyone hear that? The question was, are we planning to recruit more staff?
Dealing with the unexpected.
Oh dear.
Is it broken?
Yes, the bulb is broken. I'm afraid I won't be able to use the projector. Could you bear with me? I have some paper copies in my briefcase.
Are you okay?
Yes, I think so. Could I have a glass of water? Oh, that's better. Sorry, where was I?
You were just about to tell us some interesting news.
Recapping.
As I mentioned earlier, we hope to finish the project by the end of the year. I said that we were on schedule. Having said that, there are a couple of potential problems.
coming to an end.
I'd like to finish by thanking you all for coming here today, and I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time. If anyone has any questions, please ask. I will be around for coffee later, and you are very welcome to contact me if you have any queries before the next meeting.
Dialogues 2. Some facts and figures.
Turnover rose in the year to April by 11% to $4 billion compared with $3.8 billion in the previous year. Profits jumped by 20% in this period. However, these results give a misleading picture, as the company sold its French subsidiary during the period for a one-off profit of $500 million.
Predictions.
We are currently predicting a slowdown in sales for next year. Global trading conditions are not promising. However, one area where we expect growth to continue is in Japan and Korea, where analysts are forecasting an upturn in the market.
Is that for the whole of the region?
Yes, we're looking at a growth rate of between 1 and 3% in these areas.
Trends. Upwards.
As you can see from the graph, sales have increased considerably this year. The beginning of the year was poor, but sales picked up in February and reached a peak in August. Since then, they have fallen a little, but the overall trend is upwards. The outlook is very healthy.
Trends. Downwards.
The chart clearly shows the dramatic fall in production since the beginning of the year. And unfortunately, this is a trend which will continue. The closure of our Loughborough plant in January accounts for the sharp fall at that time, and as sales have continued to decline, we have had to temporarily shut down a number of our factories. These are difficult times for the company.
Trends. Steady.
If you compare this 6-month period with the previous 6 months, you will notice that there has been very little change in the number of guests visiting our hotel. In fact, guest numbers have not increased for 3 years. We need to think about what we can do to make our hotel more popular.